Hip openers, get those hips going. Awesome. Feel a little cracky, that's okay. Just the joints moving around, as long as it doesn't hurt, we're good. All right, let's go ahead, feet about shoulder width apart. Let's squat it out. Just regular squats, check your form. Make sure you're leading with that behind. Nice straight backs, nice neutral spine. Nice. Make sure those knees aren't wobbling in. This is going to be really important as we get into this because we're going to do a lot of balance work too. Good. All right, let's bring a knee up as we squat down. Nice. All right, a couple more of these. 2 and 1. Taking your left side, we're going to go into a curtsy with a reach, okay? So, going back and forth. Twist your body. If you want to speed it up, go for it. Nice. Couple more of these. 2, 1. Butt kickers. So you can do this. You could step. Get those arm movements in there too. Rotate the arms out. Good. Bring the arms back. All right. Just as a reminder, EMOM, every minute on the minute. We're going to have 3 sections like we did in a workout brief before this. Good. Keep it going. All right. Hands out. Tap the floor. I'm going to explain what we're doing here. So, keep it going. So, EMOM, every minute on the minute. Your first exercise is going to be a one-leg balance. I'm going to show you before we get started here. Bicep curl. So, you're going to start on the floor. Okay, like so. Hammer curl, I should say. Press, bring it down, come back down. That's 1 rep. You're going to do 9 of them, and then switch sides. If you have leftover time in that minute, that's rest for you. If you don't, uh-oh. But seriously, make sure you're doing these with good form, all right? And focus, all right? And take it slow if you need to. All right, are we ready? Go ahead and get your heavier weights. So again, I have 12s here. You can use whatever you need to use. All right, get ready. Start on the floor, guys, on 1 knee. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Ready? Here we go. So coming up with a hammer curl, press, bring it down, come down. Try to make sure you're going down gently. Don't slam that knee on the ground, but as soon as you're down, you're up. This is going to be pretty crucial. Oh, by the way, 9 of these reps. I'm so used to time, not counting. So 9 of these, okay? And then you're switching. This is going to be pretty crucial to make sure that knee isn't coming in. Each movement coming down. All right, I think I got 1 more. Switch those knees whenever you get to the 9. I can tell I'm going to be sweating like a crazy person again. Make sure you're breathing. In, breathe out. Good. All right, next up is going to be a rear lunge. So you're going to grab those lighter weights. I have 5s. Rear lunge, pull back, bring it forward, same side. 9 of these. Go ahead and begin. We got several rounds, so you're going to get used to each of these pretty quick. After you're done with 9, you're going to the other side. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Worry about you. You've got this. When you're done, go to the other side. Man, I thought 5's like, nope, this is good enough. Whew. All right, so put those weights down. You got skaters here with a twist, okay? Skater with a twist. If you can add the jump, great. Otherwise, tap it out. 11. Then you got 11 star jacks. Okay, so this is 1, 2, woo, don't trip. 3, 4. And then star jack. So 1. 15 seconds to go. All right, we're gonna do that all again. 3 more rounds, starting with the 1 leg balance hammer. 9 of them. Remember to adjust your weights as you need to. You have 3 seconds. Here we go. So starting on the bottom here, hammer curl, press, bring it down. If you kind of got short last time, start with that side. I didn't leave much rest for you guys. What's important, even if you don't get everything in, trying to balance the sides. 2, 1. Good. Switch those weights out real quick. We got the rear lunge. I'm going to start on the other side. So rear lunge, raise, pull back, forward, and down. I'm going to add a little knee up in front for balance. 9 of these if you can do it. These ones hurt. I didn't think they would hurt this much. Make sure you're breathing, guys. Out on exertion. At less than 10 seconds, dropping those weights, going into those skaters with the twist. Keep the elbows up. Mine are lowering down. There we go. Drop it. Skater with a twist. 11. Try to keep that nice straight back. Don't lose your form here. Don't slouch. Alright, so I don't know about you. You have 15 seconds left here. I don't know about you, but the first 2, I had trouble getting them in. We're going to lower it down to 6 each, okay? 5 seconds, 6 reps. Make them good. Here we go, 1 leg. Make sure at the bottom you're breathing out before you even rise. Help that pelvic floor out. Yep, this is better. Press up and breathe. Out. Oh, it's getting harder. Come on. My left arm is definitely weaker than my right now. Like struggling to get it up. 2, 1. Drop those weights. Rear lunge, 6 of them. Here we go. Raise. Whoopsie. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Pull back. Oh, growl, it's okay. Get out the noise. That's all right. I do it all the time. Come on. Come on, 2 more. For me, I don't know about you. You can do it. Oh, 10 seconds to spare. You got your skaters with the twist coming up. 11 still. Here we go. 2, 1, begin. Remember your options. You can step it out without that jump. Same thing with the star jacks. You can do this. Stay low with your squat. Kind of stay in a low squat. Or you can do the plyos. Your choice. Whatever you need to do. You're moving, and that's what counts. You're here. That's what counts. Come on. 18 seconds to go. We got 1 more round. Woo! 9 seconds. All right. Grab those weights. Here we go. 1 leg balance. Here we go. Down. Bicep curl. Push. I think I'm gonna have to switch up my weights. You got 6 of these, remember. Keep the elbows forward. Hammer curl. Press up, elbows forward. Bring them down. Individual movement. We're not just throwing them up there. If you could like easily just like whip it up, you are not using enough weights, my friend. Breathe. Come on. You got 18 seconds to go here. I was jabbing. So, let me make up a little bit. Rear lunges are next. Last ones. Woo. 2, 1. All right, switch it out. Here we go. Woo, these hurt so good. Here we go. Raise, pull back. Whoops. Raise, pull back. Woo! So I'm just keeping my foot back. You could continue to bring your foot forward if you want to. Now I'm getting all screwed up. Other side. So you get 6 of these. There we go. 15 seconds to go. Come on. You can see I'm struggling. Come on, guys. You got this. 5 seconds. Last bit of those skaters. 2, 1. Here we go. Skater it out. Whatever your level is. You got this. A nice deep twist. If you want more, get those jumps in there. Get a little lower if you can. And then star jacks. Woo, come on guys. Finish it up. We're almost there. You got this. Woo! I should have made those 15 of them, huh? Just kidding. right, I'll give you a couple seconds here. You got, get your water, we're gonna get down and do some core work next. All right, so we're actually gonna start off on our hands and knees, so in a tabletop position. So you guys know, but I'm gonna remind you, we're gonna really focus on our TVA, okay? When we do our workouts, it doesn't really matter what they are, because you should really be focusing on your breathing and engaging that TVA properly, okay? So let's just start off here at tabletop. And what I want you to do is make sure you have your shoulders stacked over your wrists, your hip bone, hip, stacked over your knee. You can have your feet down or up. Spread out those fingers so they're nice and wide, okay? And I just want you to focus on really pulling in your belly button towards your spine. Another way to think of it is tightening up that seat belt. So pretend you have your hip bones here. Pretend you're like pulling a string together or pulling that seat belt together, okay? So just right here and focus on bringing that core in and breathing, okay? So you don't want your head way down here. You don't want it to be looking way up there. Nice neutral spine. All right, so we're just gonna start off here with just arms, okay? So I'm taking my right arm, I'm gonna move it up, straight in front of me, keeping my core engaged the whole time while breathing. Switch sides. Try to make it so that nothing is moving except those arms. So you're not swaying side to side, your core is focused and there, okay? All right, so you can continue doing arms here, just arms, or if you want, you're gonna work on adding that leg. So take that same arm, or just take one arm, opposite leg. So I'm gonna raise up, breathe, hold at the top for just a couple seconds, and then come back down, other side. Again, keeping those hips forward. You're not moving them out like this. The top of your foot should be facing the mat, okay? Keeping that core engaged so that you don't have that big lumbar curve. It stays flat. It stays solid, okay? This seems so easy. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put my legs out and my arms out. No, if you're really focused, this can be challenging. All right, a couple more of these, and we're gonna go to our backs. And if you're doing this later, feel free to pause the video if you want to get a couple more reps in of this. Probably do, I don't know, 10 on each side. 3 times through if you want, or less. You can also just keep going with us. A couple more. Breathe out as you raise. Gently lower down. One more. Here. Hold. And bring it down. So hopefully you kept your hips towards the mat. And you kept your TVA engaged the whole time. All right. So let's turn over here. We're going to do something very similar, but we're going to be on our back. So dead bugs are going to be a similar movement. Okay? Pretty much almost the same thing, except you're on your back. Now this is a little bit more challenging, or it seems more challenging because now you have gravity pulling your legs down, and that tendency to arch that back is even more so, okay? So it's like the step up from the bird dog. All right, so you're gonna have your knees bent at 90 degrees, hands up. Guys, sweat is in my eyes. I can't see, it's burning. Okay, taking one hand, we're just gonna bring it down along with that opposite foot. Hold it and hover for a second, and then up. Again, tightening up that seat belt, bringing those sweatpants drawstrings together. I like that analogy because I really like sweatpants. Breathe. Try to make it so that you're not arching that back. A little bit of a natural curve is fine, because you don't want your back, keep going guys, you don't want your back completely flat against the ground, because that is pulling your hips up, okay? You want your booty down, hips down, very slight opening in the back, just a natural curve, and keeping that core engaged. Again, you can pause this, do some more reps of this, try to really get a feel for how this is supposed to go. I mean, I can definitely feel when I get to the bottom here, wow. Now, you don't have to go as low either. So you could go, if you're like, my back is arching when I get down there, then you know what? Stay up here. That's okay. Go wherever you need to go for your challenge. One more on each side. Yeah, that's good. I suggest getting those in a normal core workout is a really, really good idea. All right, so we're gonna do some leg lifts here. So a little bit more advanced stuff too. So first, check your core. So gotta wiggle it out, and then get your back down, hips right here. So maybe put your hands, so I like to say, bring your fingers into like an L shape. Right here at the L, hopefully you can see that, you can put your fingers down here, and like you're taking your fingers here and point them right straight towards your pubic bone, so right along the curves of your hips, okay? So making sure that's nice and flat. So if your fingers are pointing down, that means your back is too arched. If they're pointing up, that means you're probably squeezing your glutes. We don't want that. We want relaxed glutes as we're doing this. So nice and flat on the top. Now pull those drawstrings together, right here, hold it, and breathe, okay? All right, when you got that, we're gonna start some leg stuff here. So normally, my first thing I would say for somebody just starting out would be heel slides, okay? So heel slides are literally just sliding out those heels, okay? You can keep doing this, especially if you feel like you can't breathe well with this, okay? What you can do is you can do one rep and then re-engage if you need to, okay? Now, you can keep going with that, or you can add on a little bit. So we're gonna extend our one leg out. We're gonna lift, lower, and bring it back. Other side, keeping that core engaged the whole time, and you're breathing. So these are kind of built up levels here. You can keep the heel slides, you can do this leg lift. You can also, next one, bringing your knees up into a 90-degree, hands to your sides, or you can have them on your hips if you want to kind of feel if you're shifting at all. I'm going to put my hands to my sides. I'm going to bring my foot down and tap opposites. This is definitely more challenging. I can feel my core burning here, which is great. This stuff isn't like bouncy and super exciting, but it's so effective when you get it right. And the TVA, man, that's your girdle. That's what gives you that shape. It's really what focuses on getting everything nice and tight again. Good. You can keep doing this. You could do the taps or the heel slides. You could do the leg lifts. Okay, you could do the toe taps. You could also start in here, scoop it down and bring it up. Scoop it down and bring it up. Breathe. Again, if you're losing your TVA engagement, hit reset and either get back into what you're doing or go down a level. And really, when I say go down a level, it's nothing bad. It's just where you're at. And you can kind of see how far you go. Good. Keep scooping if that's where you're at. So I can feel my back coming up a little bit. That means I really need to focus on re-engaging and probably stop talking. Good. All right, keep going. A couple more, wherever you're at. Again, you can pause the video if you're watching this later, and you can focus on these different ideas. All right, bring your feet down. One more thing, guys, one more thing, and then we will cool down here officially. So we're gonna do some bridges. So bridges obviously are working our glutes here too, but really when we focus on getting our TVA right, this is pretty effective as well. So we're gonna lift our hips up, okay? And a lot of times we tend to do kind of like this, okay? I want you to pull those hips up. So you gotta squeeze the booty, push those hips up, and really engage that TVA. So this is what it's supposed to look like, not this. Do you see that difference? Okay, now keep it here. As you lower, lift, squeeze at the top. Lower, we don't want this at the top, that's not doing much. Lower, squeeze, squeeze. Woo! After all of that, my booty is saying, oh my goodness, there it is again. Make sure you're breathing. You guys know I love bridges. There's so many good things happening here. Keep going, just lower and lifting. Awesome. Bring it up, and then halfway down, slow. Lift it up, slow. Halfway down, and lift it up. So when you're going halfway, your booty squeeze isn't really going away. Okay? It's a little less here, but a lot more here. You're not letting it go completely at the bottom like you were when you had full range of motion. Oh, this hurts. It's good. Keep it going. 2. And 1. Hold it at the top. Squeeze that booty. Hips are nice and flat. TVA is engaged. Squeeze it. Squeeze. Pulse up. Very small movement. Pulse. You didn't know you were getting a little bridge action here today. Woo! Awesome. 3, 2. Hold it again. Ow, and relax. Ow. All right. Bring those knees in. One knee in. Good work. Yep, that hurt. That was good. Good. Bring your foot down. Other side. Awesome. Release that leg, roll over to your side. We prefer that you actually roll over instead of like coming up into a sit-up. Okay? Roll to your side, especially for those postpartum moms. All right, go into a cat and cow. I'm going to try to do everything on the floor since I got you on the floor. All right, so cat and cow. Start wherever you want to start, and you can make this as fast or slow as you want. Slower is better, obviously. Try to flow through the movements. Stretching out that core. And back. Awesome. All right, taking one foot, going into a pigeon pose here. Let's sit up straight. You feel that stretch in your hip flexor? Good. And lean forward here. And we're feeling it in our glutes. Nice stretch. Yeah, lay your head on the ground if that's something you want to do. Breathe. Good, let's switch sides. Stand up or sit up straight for just a little bit here. Really focus on that hip flexor right here. Kind of push the hip down a little bit. Doing good, you guys. Bring it down. right, go into a plank, go into downward dog actually. Press down into those heels, pedal out those feet, feel that stretch in your calves as you push your heels down. Push the shoulders down towards the ground. Good. Awesome. All right, we're going to sit on our bottoms here, one leg out. Go into thigh stretch. And you can bring your hand to the side. Oh, that feels good on my side here. Woo! I think it's been here for a while. All right, other side. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, like if I'm stretching, or if I'm doing yoga especially, I'm like, I didn't know I needed it right there, but I sure did. Good. Bring those feet, you bring them in front. Oh, in front of you, my feet look huge. Or you can do a crisscross. One foot or one arm across into a shoulder stretch. Good. Other side, stretch out that chest in the middle. You guys are awesome. As a quickie, I obviously had thought, I guess, about the number of reps needed for those first two EMOMs, but that's okay. We got to figure it out. Bring this chest forward, stretch out that chest more. This is another good one. As I always say, hip flexors and stretching out that chest, so important. All right, feel free to stretch out anything else you might need, you guys. Great job today.